Good day everyone. Welcome to the tutorial on how to set up the assignment. Before we start, I should indicate to you that this tutorial is developed with the assumption that you already have your login credentials and you know how to access the Moodle platform. Before we dive in, I would like to alert you and remind you on the edit mode button that is on your top right corner. This edit mode enables us to add content or to delete content from the Moodle platform. So it's very, very significant that before you start navigating your platform, you should always activate it. Once you can see the edit mode letters, it means it's not active. So you must click on it so that it can then be activated. After activated, you can then navigate to the unit where you want to add your assignment. For me, I want to add an assignment in Unit 3, which is motion. Now, step number 1. While in your unit, you go to or you click on Add Activity or Resources. Once you do that, a list of all the activities and the resources will be displayed. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, we want to add an assignment. So we'll go on and click on Assignment. An assignment setting page will be opened, of which first you are required to provide the assignment name. For this purpose, we can name it Assignment 1, Motion. Okay? And then we'll be required to give the description of your assignment. In our description, we may explain what is the purpose of this assignment, or what are the focus areas, and so on. Next, however, you must note that the name of the assignment is compulsory, while the description is optional. Now, if you can move further, we are now moving to activity instruction. Now, on the activity instruction, this is where we are providing specific instruction and questions to be answered or to be completed by the students. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, I have already an example with me, so I'll go on and paste it here. Now, this is my instruction. Those are the 2 questions that I want the students to answer. Should you have additional files or documents that you wish to share with the students, then you have to either drag that document here, or you can click to upload the file. So this space now is for one to upload the file or any other additional resources. Or if maybe the assignment or the instruction is in a document format, then you can also upload it there. Moving on, we are moving on to availability. The availability, this is just an indication of how long will the assignment run, when it will start, when it will end, and so forth. Now, the first option that we have there is to allow submission from. Now, the allow submission from, here we are indicating when are we expecting, when do we want to start receiving the submissions from the students. Suppose I'm setting this assignment today. I can choose to say I want to receive this, the student submission is from today. Okay? Or you can choose any other date of your choice. Then come the due date. The due date of the assignment, for instance, in this case is now the 9th, but you can still choose the appropriate date. Then we have the cutoff date. The cutoff date, let me indicate it to be also not the 9th, but the 13th of May. Now, I want to give the difference between the two. There is a due date and there is a cutoff date. The due date is the due date of the assignment. However, the students will still be able to submit the assignment, but it will be marked as late assignment or late submission. But after the cutoff date, the students will not be able to submit at all. So that period between the due date and the cutoff date is now the grace period. Should you not want to give the grace period to the students, then you set up the cutoff date to be the same as the due date. Moving on, next is remind me to grade by. Now, this is just to notify, or just to set up the system so that it will notify you or remind you to start marking or to start grading the assignment. Once we are done with the availability, we can then move on to the submission type. Now, on the submission type, here you are giving a choice, or you are choosing how do you want the students to submit their assignment. Now we have three options here: Mahara Portfolio, File Submission, Online Text. Usually the focus is more on file submission and online text. Now, starting with the file submission. For file submission, you are giving the chance to the students to complete the assignment in a different format, maybe in Word or in whatever document, and then they will upload it to you. So what is happening here is that for file submission, it's allowing the students to upload a document. Now, should you give that option of file submission, you will then be required to set up how many files can be uploaded, the maximum number of files that you can accept from one student. Like in this case, it's indicating 10. Maybe you can receive up to 10 documents from a student. Or you can restrict it to say, I only want one document from each student. The maximum size, you can also be able to specify the maximum size of the document that will be uploaded to you. For now, it's 100. Let me leave it there. In addition, you can also now specify what type of file will you accept. If you go to choose, you will see that now we have all the type or the file types. Okay. In most cases, we may want documents to say maybe it's a Word document or it's a PDF or so. And then you can save. But should you want maybe the students to record an audio and so on, then you can just select the appropriate file type that you want the student to use when they are submitting their assignment. Once you select the appropriate file type, then you can go on and save the change. That was about file submission. How about online text? For online text, this will enable the students to write directly within the Moodle platform. So where you have provided the question, the student will be able to write their answer and provide their answer directly within the Moodle platform. The only setting that we are getting when we use now the online text is usually the word limit. If you want to indicate or to give the word limit, maybe you want to limit the student's answers to 100 words, then you'll be able to set it up there. Maybe you want to limit the student's answer to 100 words only. Going on, we now also have the submission settings. Remember, now we have given the question, we have given the title of our assignment, we have indicated the availability is from when until when, we have indicated the submission type, which format do you want the student to use when they are submitting the assignment, and we have set up the maximum number of uploaded files, maximum submission size, and also the type of documents that can be uploaded, as well as the word limit. Now we can proceed to submission setting. For submission settings, here you are indicating to the students how are they going to submit their assignment. Sometimes you want to make sure that the students are really sure of the type of the draft that they are submitting. So like in this case, we can set this require students to click the submit button. We can set it to yes. If you set it to yes, then it means the student have to click the submit button before they submit an assignment. You also have an option to set it that the students should accept the submission statement. So now, first they click on submit. They will get a statement indicating that are they sure they want to submit? They still have to confirm. This is just to make sure that at least the students are sure of the draft that they are submitting. Additional attempt. There are times whereby maybe you want the student to keep on revising their assignment until the due date. Then you'll be able to change that setting. Or should you feel like the student should just submit once and no resubmission, then you will set to additional attempt to never. Or else you can also be able to set it to manual, whereby the lecturer will now manually mark, or automatic, whereby the student can resubmit as much as possible and get until they get the pass. Now, if you look at it, we still have some more settings. However, for this tutorial, we'll be stopping here. So the next settings will be appearing in a different tutorial again. Now, with what we have done, to save our work, we now have to come to save and display. Once you hit save and display, then it means your assignment have been saved. Thank you.